Good morning, students. Myself Shilpa Sharma, and I welcome you all in the series of Digital System Design. Today, I will teach you about the various data types used in VHDL. Data types are mainly used to describe a signal, means we need to specify its type. Every data objects in VHDL can hold a value that belongs to a set of values. To match the need for the hardware, VHDL supports variety of data types. For example, if we are describing a signal, we need to specify its types. That means the values that the signal can take, such as type bit, which means that signal can have values either 0 or 1, or type std_logic, in which the signal can have 8 values that include 0, 1 and high impedance. VHDL supports variety of data types. The type of variable, signal or constant determines the operator that are predefined for that object, as well as the range of values that it can take on. The data types are broadly classified into 4 types: scalar, composite, access and file. The scalar type includes numeric data types and numerated data types. Numeric types consist of integer, floating, that means real, and physical type, whereas the bit, boolean and characters are all numerated type. See, from this chart you can understand that composite type is again divided into array, record type, and scalar types are of 4 types. As I have told you, numerated, physical, floating, that means real, and integer. If we talk about the scalar type, as I have told you that scalar types are of 4 types: integer, real, numerated and physical. What are scalar type? We have seen that a scalar type consists of numerated and these 4. Among of these, numeration data types and integer data types are called discrete type. On the other hand, integer type, floating point type and physical type are called numeric types. Now, if we talk about numeration type, then we can see that values belonging to these types includes bit, boolean, character and severity level. All numeration type declaration defines a type that has a set of user defined values, which can consist identifiers and character literals. You can type means you can define a numeration type by a syntax type, type underscore name, whichever name you wanted to give is, and you need to define them in the bracket. For example, type MVL. Here MVL is user defined. Is 4 values has been given: U unidentified, 0 that means low, 1 that means high and Z that means high impedance. So this way we can define the numeration type. Here type 1 and 0 are predefined words, that means high or low. In the integer type, as the name indicates, it covers all integer values. The values can be positive or negative. The default range of integer is from -2147 4836472 plus value. However, user can specify a shorter range by using the predefined word range. The shorter range may require less bits to represent the number when binary encoded. We can define the subtypes of base type whose range must be wholly contained within the bounds of the range of base type. For example, type num is integer. Here no range is defined. And num is what? Is the user defined name of integer type. Another with the range type index is range 0 to 15. Here index is what? User defined integer type. And range has been defined from 0 to 15. This range can be from minus to plus. It can vary according to that range. You can also define the subtype of that type. Like we are defining a range for type from 0 to 15. Now we can also define subtype. Shorter is short range 0 to 5. So in this way we can we can define the subtype of a type. So another category is physical type in scalar type. In physical type, values are measurement of some quantity. Any value of a physical type is an integral multiple of the base unit of measurement for that type. For example, time, length, volume or current. Like in time, example second, millisecond, microsecond. In voltages, volt, millivolt, microvolt, etc. A physical type definition defines both a type and subtype of that type. Each unit declaration, either the base unit declaration or second unit declaration, defines a unit name. Unit name declared in secondary unit declaration that must be directly or indirectly defined in terms of integral multiples of the base unit of type declaration in which they appear. For example, type time is range from this to this. You can also define units. Units, femtosecond, picosecond, nanosecond, microsecond, millisecond, seconds, minutes, and then we need to add those units. So this way you can define the range as well as examples of types. Another example can be type distance. Another example can be type current. If we define current like here, type current is range 0 to 1 e raised to power 9. Here units nanosecond, microsecond, picosecond, nanoampere, microampere, picoampere, milliampere, amperes. These can be defined. So in this way integer values can be defined also. Now if we talk about floating point number, means real time, which is again a kind of scalar type, then we will see that it has a set of values in a given range of real numbers. In this, it defines both type and subtype of that type again. The default range of floating point, as you know that it's a floating point number, that means it has to be defined by a range, bounded by a range. This range varies from minus 1 e raised to power 38 to plus value of e raised to power 38. Like here, like integer type, here also we can specify the shorter range by using the predefined word range. For example, type ITL underscore voltage, it's a user defined name of that type, is range minus 5.5 to plus 1.4. Here it has to be plus 1.4. Again we can define the subtype. In subtype minimum voltage range is minus 5.0 to plus 5.0. So in this way we need to define in floating point number. Means only 12 need not to specify, it has to be 12.0. 12.0. So in this way we can define the scalar types. Now if we talk about composite type, then I have told you that composite type is again divided into two parts. One is array and another is record type. Composite type basically represents a collection of values. It is used to define collection of values. These include both collection of values of single type, that means array of values, and collection of values of different type, that means record of values. An object of a composite type represents a collection of objects, one for each element of the composite object. A composite type may only contain elements that are of scalar, composite or access type. Of file type are not allowed in composite. Thus, an object of composite type ultimately represents a collection of objects of scalar or access type. Now, if we talk about deeper for array type, then we will see that an array object is a composite object consisting of elements that have the same subtypes. The name for an element of an array uses one or more index values belonging to specified discrete type. The value of an object, means array object, is a composite value consisting of value of its element. It categorized by number of indices, the type, position and range of each index. The order of indices is significant. A one-dimensional array has a distinct element for each possible index value, whereas for multi-dimensional array, distinct element for each possible sequence of index values that can be formed by selecting one value for each index. The possible values for a given index are all the values that belong to the corresponding range, and this range of value is called index range. The syntax for type, array type is type name is array. Here array needs to be defined in place of range is array values. The range of array needs to be defined. Type address underscore word is array 0 to this much of width. So this is the way we can define an array type. This was for one dimension. For two dimensional or for multi-dimensional, we need to define separately. Now, if we talk about record type, then we can see that record type is a composite type, means object of which consists of named elements. The record type is analogous to the record data type in Pascal and struct declaration in C. A record type definition creates a record type. They appear in order in which they appear in the type definition. For example, type date is record day, which can be defined range, month name, year. Here year ranges from 0 to 4 digits, where month divides categorized according to their name, and day categorized according to 1, 2, 3 date means. So in this way we can define the record type. Now access type, another type of data type is access type, which belongs to a pointer to which dynamically allocated objects of some other type. It belonging to an access type in which, just like we understand according to the access type in C languages or Pascal. Example is type PTR is access state or access module. Here PTR is an access type whose values are addresses that point to object of type date. Clear? Now if we talk about file type. File types are used to define objects representing files in the host system environment. The value of a file object is the sequence of values contained in the host system file. For example, type file underscore type underscore name is file of type underscore name. The type mark in a file type definition defines the subtype of the values contained in the file. The type mark may denote either a constraint or an unconstrained subtype. The base type of this subtype must not be a file type or an access type. If the base type is a composite type, it must not contain a sub-element of an access type. If base type is an array type, it must be a one-dimensional array type. Now, these data types which we have discussed are again can be classified into two types: predefined data types, that means scalar, integer, real, numerated, and access type, or bit boolean means user defined data types, that means bit boolean, integer, real, natural, physical, character, signed and unsigned. So this was all for the various data types in VHDL. For now, thank you.